Bayern Munich getting beat by Mönchengladbach. It was Mönchengladbach at 5.5. There was quite a few people who watched Sportsbet Daily that found the value there. And just because we lost, a lot of our viewers actually found the value and they won. Go on, Alex, what are you saying?
Yeah, it was a good week for me in Bundesliga. I'm catching Radek little by little. My my banker of the week came in. I was about to go 4-0 again, but 3-1 with a banker. All good. I'm expecting another good week. This is why I have 5 bets for Bundesliga and great value on the away sides this week.
Okay, Rafa, can I have a look at the record for the Bundesliga, please? The record of 6.1 units of profit, which is nothing short of a miracle. Average price of 1.2 is obviously wrong, but that has nothing to do with you or I. That's just a glitch. And their joint record, please, or individuals. Bundesliga, Alex, 2.3, and I think you was like something like 7 or 8 down. So that's a massive turnaround. And Radek, there you are, 3.8 profit. Both boys now in profit, which is will take some doing, especially at this stage of the season when we've seen so many upsets. Alex, I'm going to come to you first. Cologne 4.5, draw 4.1, and Bayer Leverkusen at 1.8.
Yeah, I must go with Leverkusen here at 1.85. Shop around for your odds. Yeah, I know that they're playing today. I know that, let's say, it's important for them because they are hosting Juventus and they are fighting for that second place. But I'm really sure that Atletico Madrid will beat Lokomotiv Moscow and finally Leverkusen will go to Europa League. So they are at home also today. They are traveling in Köln. Of course, it's a tough place to visit, Köln, but I really fancy Leverkusen to continue their excellent run of form. Four matches with no loss, 3 of them as wins. Sorry, I'm without cigarettes for the last 33 hours because my cardiologist said for me to quit or I will die. So here I am with 33 hours without a smoke. This is why I'm a little bit agitated, you know.
Oh,
but yes,
lad.
Leverkusen at 1.85.
Massive congratulations, and I must say you are looking well on it.
Thank you.
Radek, Hertha 2.1, draw 3.77, and Freiburg at 3.6.
Yeah, we have a saying in Germany, and maybe it's in English the same thing. All the good things are 3, or something like that. And it's the 3rd game of Jürgen Klinsmann as Hertha coach. And the first one was very close defeat against Borussia Dortmund. The other one was a 2-2 after 2-0 advantage against Eintracht Frankfurt, and now I think they finally make it against Freiburg. Hertha will win their game at home, and I think the odds of 2.1 are good enough because Klinsmann is a very motivating coach, and the Hertha team is not that bad. They made some good games in the beginning of the season, but they lost their energy and motivation within the last games. And with Klinsmann, I think there's a new energy in the team, and that's why I'm thinking that they can win this home game, and I will bet on it.
Yeah, Hertha Berlin 2.1, not complicating it to get the 3 points at home to Freiburg. Alex, Mainz 5.5, draw 4.4, and Dortmund 1.66.
Yeah, I know your opinion on Dortmund. I know that, and not only your opinion. We have the same opinion. They are very inconsistent, but they are really happy right now that they qualified in the Champions League knockout stages. Because Inter Milan, but we'll talk about them later, couldn't manage that when Barcelona said come and beat us, and Inter Milan, Chef Michael's team failed to do that. So yeah, Dortmund, after a brilliant 5-0 win at home against Düsseldorf, should take care of another poor side, Mainz. I think that Mainz are the worst defensive side in the league with 34 goals conceded, and I'm going Dortmund and over 1.5 goals in the match at 1.83. I think that on their own they can score 2 easily, and this is my banker for this Bundesliga round.
I mean, I was looking at the game and I would have had money on you saying that this is an Alex Classic, and also that means that you go with Dortmund and over 2.5. Obviously, I wouldn't go near the Dortmund myself, but there again, if I don't go near them, they win. If I go near them, they either lose or draw. Okay, Alex, I'm going to stay with you. Düsseldorf at 7, draw 5.25, and everyone's second favourite team, RB Leipzig, at 1.48.
Yeah, you love the Bundesliga this season. Gladbach, Leipzig, Dortmund, Schalke, Freiburg, Leverkusen, all in front of Bayern Munich. And we really love when we see an underdog at the top of the table. We enjoyed Leicester winning the title a few years ago. We will enjoy also Wolverhampton if they will ever win the title. But to see someone else winning the title in Bundesliga or Serie A, where teams like Bayern Munich and Juventus are winning year after year after year, this is a miracle, So this is why I will support the small teams. Basically, they're not small teams anymore because the investments are real there. Also to RB Leipzig, also to Gladbach, Also to Dortmund, despite being inconsistent. By the way, I told you about Dortmund, but they will be without Mats Hummels, and that is a good thing for us.
Oh, that's a massive positive.
Mats,
RB Leipzig, simple as that, and over 2.5 goals in the match at 1.95 for me.
Yeah, I like that. 1.95. Leipzig to win and over 2.5 goals. Radek, Wolfsburg 2.76. Draw 3.5. And Mönchengladbach at 2.67.
Yeah, last week I made a big mistake by betting on Wolfsburg against Freiburg, and they lost 1-0 in Freiburg. And I won't make the same mistake again because we are here. The leader of the league with Mönchengladbach has an odd of 2.67 in Wolfsburg, who didn't manage to win a lot of games during the last 10 games. I don't know. I think they won 2 or 3. And that's why there is a huge value on Mönchengladbach. I know they're playing in the Europa League, but I think they won't lose in Wolfsburg. They shouldn't lose in Wolfsburg, and that's why I will bet on draw no bet Mönchengladbach or Asian handicap 0 on Mönchengladbach, and the odds are around 1.9. Nice to take, and even if there will be a surprise, you never know, but the odds are too good not to bet on it.
No, totally agree. A little bit last week, Mönchengladbach, they were at 5.5. I think there was massive value with double chance, and they got the job done. Alex, Wolfsburg, Mönchengladbach, or the draw?
I'm on the same page there with the draw no bet at 1.94. I don't expect them to lose. I expect them to enter this match very, very determined to add 3 more points after that incredible match against Bayern Munich. Let's say that they were a little bit lucky against Bayern Munich. Not to concede a second goal too, but luck is part of the game, and luck is always with the good sides, with the good either teams, either athletes, this is what I like to believe. And incredible, they scored in Alex's last minute goal, the 91st, with the penalty. So yeah, I think that they deserve to be here first in the standings. Just 1 point between them and RB Leipzig. They cannot afford to put down the weapons right now and say that okay, Christmas is here and we are first, because we know what happened last year with Gladbach. Again, what a brilliant first half to their season. And after that, on their head in the second half. Hopefully, they are not doing the same mistake once again. And I have Gladbach with draw no bet at 1.94, the same with Radek.
Yeah, Radek, just make sure that when you put your selections in, you go for the 1.94. Good man, good man. What are you doing? You're doing some sort of...
high five to Alex.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like that, like that. Okay, Radek, I'm going to come to you. Schalke, 2.05, draw 3.9, and Eintracht Frankfurt at 3.75.
Somebody who's following our show for a longer time might know that I don't like Frankfurt very much because I think they are not that good anymore, but they made a lot of points in the first half of the season. But now I think the air is out of Frankfurt a bit. They almost lost against Hertha BSC Berlin last game day. And now we face a very good and very solid Schalke team who plays good football, and no one expected this in front of the season. And this is why I think they renewed their home strength. They are happy to play in front of their huge crowd in Gelsenkirchen and in this big stadium, and the home advantage here is clearly on the side of Schalke, and I think they are even the better team here, and that's why I'm betting on them with an odd of 2.05. I like it. And I have to mention, I always bet against Frankfurt when they played in the Europe League during the week, and I'm doing quite good with it in the league. They struggle this year.
Yep, okay, we're going to go with Schalke at 2.05. I think they're a top striker away from being really decent. I think their work ethic's great, but I can't have their front men. I think they're very raw, very agricultural. But if they get a top striker in there, I think they really would put some teams to the sword, because they are a solid unit. In fact, the defender, Sane, I actually tipped him up to a couple of English clubs when he was at Hanover. So I thought he was one of the better ones, but he now ends up at Schalke. Alex, Schalke, draw or Frankfurt?
You're absolutely right about the Schalke needing a striker there, a world-class striker, but I don't think that they have money for a world-class striker to come and join them as a team, because a world-class striker always expects to win the title and play in Champions League, and Schalke is not that kind of team in the last years. But yeah, German players are always talented, and maybe they will take one from the academy and raise him. You never know about that. I will not complicate here. I like also the home win, and I will root for that. But I'm going over 2.5 goals in the game at 1.7. Yesterday at 1.75. Today at just 1.7. So you can still take that right now.
And you like Schalke at 2.05 to win the game as well?
Yeah, I like it, but not official bet. But I will root for Radek, of course.
Okay. Radek, give me your banker, please.
Yeah, I thought it has to be Schalke, but the more I think about it, I'm going with Jürgen Klinsmann. Come on, Klinsy. Take your first win.
Okay. We're going to
and
go with
BSC Berlin.
Okay, we're going to go with Klinsmann. I actually played in that game where he scored his first Premier League goal when Tottenham beat us 4-3 at Hillsborough, and the old famous dive and everything else. A hot day as well, always is, first game of the season. And Alex, your banker is Dortmund and over 1.5 at 1.83.
Absolutely, yes.
Excellent. Well, good luck, gentlemen. Thank you very much. Alex, if you can stay with me, we're going to go on to Serie A. Radek, have a great weekend and keep up the great work.
Bye, Radek.